It's week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Detroit Lions taking on the Philadelphia Eagles.
The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Detroit Lions. With my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we have arrived at another new season. I had a little more pep in my step this morning. I know you do. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Incomplete. Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They're led onto the field by the former Cal Bear and the #1 overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff.
There's a toughness about Jared Goff that maybe he doesn't get enough credit for. His freshman year at Cal, team went 1-11. His rookie year with the Rams, he was 0-7 as a starter. Undaunted in either case, and has come back each and every time to flash the ability that made him the #1 overall pick in the draft when he came out of Cal.
The drive starts with a completion left side, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And
pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. They're back now to the original line of scrimmage thanks to that 8-yard gain. 3rd down now to follow.
That's a gain.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Sam Hubbard picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
It's up for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made, no grounding. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a 1st.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. He'll look to throw. That's complete to Arcega-Whiteside. Past the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, 45 yards. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And I'll tell you what a bird's eye view I've got here, because that was absolutely something else to watch. Not a lot of wiggle in that. That was catch it and go, and to use those wheels of his, the absolute devastating effect.
And if you look at the next-gen stats, you'll see that he topped out at an even 21 miles an hour. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. McCann's got it teed up.
Set to kick off.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
20-yard line.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the gun, here's Goff.
That's complete to Swift out of the backfield.
Goff's pass.
The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot. Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
1st and 10.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and.
Here's a 2nd and 7. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 47-yard.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first, it's good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Back to throw again. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. That catch good for only a couple. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
4th and goal.
This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Lion defense able to come up there with a goal line stand. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
7 brings up 3rd and 3.
Goff on 3rd down. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
First down.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 10.
And they'll get him down at about the 37. Well short of the first. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. You said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
On now, Tucker McCann. This from 54 yards away.
A 54-yard attempt.
And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is.
Here we go. Let's get him.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it.
Let's go.
The end result, 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Goff. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Incomplete. It's now second and 10.
On second and 10, Goff. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
The Lions on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be third and a mile. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. He's had one of those games that any quarterback loves, not only being able to complete some passes, but some deep passes.
And it's pretty to watch. I mean, it's an absolute joy to see, but let's face it, we got to give a little bit of credit where it's deserved, right?
Well, the protection's been great, if that's where you're going.
The protection's been phenomenal, but how about how it's been spotlighted, right? Our producer, Christian McLeod, our director, Kyle Burt, the rest of the crew, what they put together with these images and pictures, if you're an offensive lineman, that's what you're taking with you to contract time.
They're going to have a lot to take to contract time if this continues. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
On first and 10, it's Sanders. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move there couldn't buy him much space. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and
shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. The Eagles on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football, and this is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
And that wound up traveling an even 58 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats.
They'll run with Sanders. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run.
McCann's got it teed up.
Here's Thompson on the return.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Good job. At their own 29-yard line.
DeAndre Swift heading back out with his Detroit teammates.
And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
They haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? So that one will be accepted.
From the gun, here's Swift.
He'll get 3 of those penalty yards back here, leaving him with a 2nd and 12.
Tackled at the 27-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 12.
Now Goff. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
The Lions on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Out of the gun, Goff. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken right around the 44. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Eagles will have it, taking over a 1st and 10.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look.
It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
Second and 13. That'll be caught. Rager with it.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Instead of the first, they'll have to go backwards for another second down try.
So if there is a silver lining, though, it stays second down, and they still have an opportunity to pick up a first down before they have to start their downs over again.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
And to give this time to the tailback. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Coming in, he really likes his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this will be incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, but it'll be 2nd and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on 1st down, then ran it on 2nd down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important 3rd down try?
The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and goal. That's going to set him back 5 yards. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The kick is good. Makes the score Eagles 17, Lions nothing.
So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
Get it!
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Goff. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Goff now looks to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. This one's incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hockenson, and it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 1.
Here's Swift. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop, a man down on the return. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. They'll try and start this drive in the air. His throw incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That's complete to Arcega-Whiteside. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Lions will take over.
Detroit's offense ready to take over.
And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Goff, he'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. From the gun, here's Goff. He's going to go up top again. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter.
It's 2nd down and 10.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Back to throw now on 1st down. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver.
That'll bring up 2nd down.
By Jeff Okuda.
And fights him off. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Reedy. And he's got this down to the 35. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right.